7 tonight, mom versus dad, an illegal battle over vaccinations for their child. It's a fight that could land mom behind bars. 7 Action News reporter Andrea Isom is live at the courthouse tonight in Pontiac, where that mom found out about the difficult option she is now facing. Andrea.
Carolyn, difficult is absolutely 100% right. That mother has 1 week to get her son vaccinated. If she does not do it, she is going to jail. Harsh, right? Well, what would you do? Would you do the time or give in?
I would rather sit behind bars for standing up for what I believe in than giving in to something I strongly don't believe in.
Wow. Rebecca Bredo, what a position this parent has been put in.
God forbid he were to be injured by one of the vaccines, then what? It scares me.
Some may label this Metro Detroit mother as overprotective, stubborn, strong, or all of the above.
I believe in the choice of the parent to make the right decision based on their knowledge of vaccines.
And the knowledge of their child, right? Rebecca tells us when her now 9-year-old son was born, she and his dad made the decision to space out and delay some of their little one's vaccines.
It wasn't until they started grouping them together that I backed off of doing vaccines.
Rebecca hit the books, educated herself, she says, on the research, literature, studies, and concluded that waivers were the best way to go, the best for her baby boy. After all, the state of Michigan offers that option, explains Joel Dorfman.
We're fortunate here in the state of Michigan that's still permitted. Still allow religious, personal, and medical exemptions for parents who choose to delay, to skip a vaccine, to make various choices.
Well, Rebecca and her ex-husband do not see eye to eye.
Now it's become a battle in the court.
According to these documents, the child's father wants their son vaccinated. And you know where Rebecca stands. But what about the judge?
The judge has ordered that I vaccinate my child or I will go to jail.
So if the child is not vaccinated according to this order, in 1 week, Rebecca will be thrown behind bars.
I feel angry. I feel backed into a corner. I feel like my rights as a parent have been taken away.
This mom is sharing her side with us, something she says she has yet to be able to do in court.
Yes, every parent has a choice, but we also have a right to have our voices heard. So why automatically side with the father that wants the vaccines? What about my choice as the mother who's the primary caretaker, who solely takes care of my son?
Now, we did reach out to the child's father for an interview, for a comment at all. He declined. I know many of you are wondering if she has to go to jail, how long will she spend behind bars? That is up for the court to decide. Now, Rebecca wants everyone to know she does not want to go to jail. She's going to do everything in her power to not go to jail so she can be around for her children. She has to. Reporting live in Pontiac tonight, I'm Andrea Isom, 7 Action News.
Wow, certainly a tough decision and a tough fight for them both to be going through. Thank you so much, Andrea, for bringing that to light.
Court sets ominous precedent, tells mother, vaccinate your son or go to jail. In a state with legal vaccine exemptions, a well-meaning mother has been given an ultimatum by a court: vaccinate your child or go to jail. By Matt Agarist, September 29, 2017. Detroit MI. In a seemingly unprecedented violation of rights, a case out of Detroit, Michigan should worry even the most stringent pro-vaccine advocates. A well-meaning mother has been given an ultimatum by an Oakland County judge: vaccinate your child or go to jail. While the Free Thought Project has reported on instances of children being denied public services, like school, for not vaccinating their children, the idea that someone could be thrown in jail for choosing to abstain from vaccination is chilling. I would rather sit behind bars standing up for what I believe in, than giving in to something I strongly don't believe in, says Rebecca Bredo, a mother of 2 who has been ordered to vaccinate her son. In what sounds like a scene from a dystopian novel, Bredo has been backed into a corner and her freedom at risk because she is making a medical decision for her child. By order of an Oakland County judge, Bredo was given 1 week to fully vaccinate her son or she will be thrown in jail. To be clear, Bredo did not fully abstain from all vaccinations. She is merely choosing to space them out, like lots of parents do. Advertisement. As WXYZ reports, Rebecca believes in parents having the choice to make the right decision for their children based on the parent's knowledge of vaccines and the child. Rebecca tells 7 Action News that she and dad made the decision to space out and delay some their little one's vaccines. It wasn't until they started grouping them together that I backed off of doing vaccines, she says. Read more. Cop smashes handcuffed woman's face in, on video gets 2 years paid vacation. However, the father, who does not have custody of the children, has since changed his mind and now wants to vaccinate his children to the fullest extent. Bredo disagrees, but the court, according to Bredo, couldn't care less about what she thinks despite Michigan law allowing for vaccine exemption. We're fortunate in the state of Michigan that still allow religious, personal, and medical exemptions for parents who chose to delay, to skip a vaccine to make various choices, says Joel Dorman, a representative of Michigan for Vaccine Choice. But this law is now being taken away from Bredo. Bredo says the court won't even hear her side of the story, and despite her having custody of the children, the court automatically sided with the father who wants their son vaccinated. While vaccinating your children is certainly the decision of both parents, the idea of one parent being kidnapped and thrown in a cage for not wanting to vaccinate is the very fabric of tyranny. Why automatically side with the father that wants the vaccines? What about my choice as a mother, says Bredo, and she has a point. If the court sided with Bredo instead of the father, would the father face the same threats of being thrown in a cage if he vaccinated the child? I feel angry. I feel backed into a corner. I feel like my rights as a parent have been taken away, she says. While there will likely be some folks cheering on the state in this situation, how you feel personally about vaccines should never lead to a loss of freedom. No person should be forced by government regulation or societal pressure to receive any medication or treatment, including vaccines, against his or her will. Read more. Video of NYPD cops brutally and repeatedly punching suspect sparks firestorm online. Indeed, even the Association of American Physicians and Surgeons, AAPS, opposes the idea of government forcibly medicating society against their will. AAPS does not oppose vaccines. AAPS has never taken an anti-vaccine position, although opponents have tried to paint that picture. AAPS has only attempted to halt government or school districts from blanket vaccine mandates that violate parental informed consent. As for Bredo, she now has until next Wednesday to decide how to proceed before armed agents of the state come to her home, chain her up, kidnap her, and throw her in a cage for legally doing what she feels is best for her 9-year-old son. And we call this the land of the free.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I'd like to thank you for all your years of support through the years. As a result, this channel has grown and allowed me an equity partnership in carmarshal.com. Please take the time to check them out. They help you buy and sell your next car, even have a negotiating tool to save you from the hassle of haggling with multiple dealers. The link is in the description below. Please click and help support and give if you can too through PayPal or Patreon. Thanks again.